walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company.
Hey y'all.
I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So
Get your chairs.
To be walking.
Get your weights. Right? Hey! Ha ha! YouTube look a little blurry, a little foggish. Ha ha! Hey! Great risings! Get your weights. Do arm weights, get your chair. If you're kicking your feet, let me line up these cameras so y'all can see my feet. Okay, I'm supposed to be going behind and doing stuff like this, but no. Okay. Did I do it any good? All right, let's do the feet. I tell you. Oh, that's right. Remember I told y'all Johnny's coming over Sunday. He's going to help me to line up these cameras, girl. I said, Johnny, just line them up for me where they can see my feet. Because that's the motivation. And speaking of the motivation, thank you. Song written by me. Hey, thanks. You know what I want to say to my Facebook friends? I see that you like, oh, hey, good morning. I can't wait to get my glasses. They're in the glass place, but for some reason I can't wait. I'll wave at you again during the break, but I can do it now because now the cameras are too low. Hi, good morning. Sorry I can't say your name correctly. I'm so bad with that. My daughter used to tell her friends in school, she said, don't worry, my mother will mess up your name. I said, don't say that so comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it on purpose. For some reason. This is Thursday. Great rising. Thanks for coming on the walk. And I want to say hi to Penelope. The spelling of the name is very pretty. Oh, y'all. I went down too low and now not up high enough. But y'all keep walking. Y'all know this go on for about 2-3 minutes. People say, what do you do every time you go live? Well, me, I spend about 3 minutes trying to get the cameras right. Success. Success is in sight. Johnny's coming. And he's going to tell me I'm going to mark it on the floor. You know. Wow, right? Let me speed up some. Okay, you know why I had to play music so long? You know when you put on a shoes or a sneaker and it feels really good and you walk around in it and you realize that there's something like underneath your foot that you can't do a 45-minute walk with that underneath your foot? So you say, listen, you may not have enough time to play the opening song. Throw it on. Go in the bathroom, because when I'm in the basement, it's like an ensuite. Go right in there, and that's what I was doing. Whew. But I was wondering, if y'all walk with me every day, are you feeling the same thing? I'm getting these thigh muscles, which is good, because I want them to protect the thigh bone. The biggest bone in the body. And I want them to protect it, and they are. But it's growing muscles. And walking slow like this, I've told y'all like 100 times. Okay, let's see if y'all see my feet. Right. Do you see me? Okay, yeah. Okay. I told you 100 times. I learned from Planet Fitness and my trainers, if you want to get muscles, you do it slow. If you want cardio, you do it fast. I spent a lot of gym years going cardio, which in turn, worked out to be muscle. But now, at 64, in my 60s, I can get the same muscles, but just not so much effort. If you go back to the old tapes, I was running. I love when Johanna comes and we jump on the jump rope. I love that. I didn't think I could do it. And it was a feeling that I got. I don't know, my body just responded so well to the jump rope. I didn't have to jump. Listen, all you got to do is get the rope underneath your foot. I jump with this now. That's what got me. When Johanna said, you're going to jump rope, I was like, jump rope? Oh my God. I can't like jump higher. And something said, all you got to do is get the rope under your foot. You ain't got to jump that high. If y'all go back and look at the video, yeah. So that was fun. But, did I say hi properly? Hi! Oh yeah, I want to say hi to Facebook friends that just give me a like. Always Diane, Penelope, Loretta, Mary. But Mary always goes in the comment too. And my new wave. I want to say Kathy, but I'm getting my glasses next week. Don't hold too much against me until after I get my glasses. Then I'll just have to find something else to blame it on. Whew. Yes. Thursday walk. Nice, right? What was I going to tell you? Yeah, the muscles. So, whew. Now I did the cold and I did the heat. And I did have to take a couple of the Advil muscle things. And now I'm back to stretching them in the morning. And stretching them in the day. And just stretching them out. Because that's what I want. I want the muscles, but I don't want them to stay taut, as they say. I want to do the walk and then have them relax. Or now I got to go upstairs and do stretches and relax. But anyway, I solved that problem. And that's how it is for me. I can put ice on it. It'll go away. That's how muscle is. That's how you know it is. I can put heat on it. It'll go away. I can stretch it out, and it'll go away. And it's always been like that. That's why I wake up and exercise this body. I'm madly in love with this body. My matter matters to me. Does your matter to you? My matter matters to me. I love my matter. That's how much it matters. Yes, y'all, yes. So, I'm still recovering from being on the phone with Apple Text, working on the iMovie. For the podcast. I had to get myself ready, had my notes, had my pad there for my notes. I had a sample ready so I can demonstrate, so I can also do it up here, get it in the head. And when I got off the phone with them, I needed to call them back and say, how do I get to my bed that's behind me? Because my brain was done. It said, wait, nothing else. Nothing else. We ain't thinking about nothing else. And that was 2 days ago. And today, I'm going to try to work on the podcast again. They said do this, and then they transfer you to this, and then sometimes you get a cool tech that's laid back. Hey, I'm going to help you work through this. And then you'll get a straight one. Well, see, what it is if you go down there and you grab this and I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I was like, oh, who am I? Where am I? And I kept saying to them, I think I'm too old for all this information. Got so much other stuff in there. I had to push some stuff out. So I'm sorry if I'm not as attentive as you think I should be to your situation. I just ain't got the room up here for it. I don't. I don't mean to be cold or distant or insensitive. That's not what I wake up for. That's not what I wake up to do. But I don't got the room up here for it. I don't have the room. That little spot that I used to say, all right, they can get up and do it themselves, but they prefer to whine, and they prefer to whine to you. So you just go ahead and listen and encourage them. I have to use that space now for Apple. That space just went to Apple. So I can do this podcast. I'd love to be sensitive to anything in your life, calling you more. I would love to, but that space is taken up. I'm doing a podcast, so if I call, I got to call to get people on the podcast. I got to call to set up the podcast. So I don't got that in here no more where it says call you. It says call Apple. Don't forget to call Apple. Call Apple. Record the podcast, edit. So I don't have time to, people change. People change, town. I'm a people. And I change. But I want to appreciate all my subscribers and everybody that comes in and exercise. That's all I'm doing is walking. Okay, let's get back to the muscle. So now that's why I understand why old people don't really exercise so much. Because maintaining and growing these muscles to go around these bones, I gotta tell you, it's painful. And I'm also thinking that maybe these doctors is right. Maybe African Americans can take more pain than the other group. Because other than Advil, the strongest thing I have ever been prescribed in my life is Tylenol with codeine. That's been after surgery too. That's why I'm so in shock because, oh, I got the codeine, I got this, I got that. It's like, get out of here. They be giving you all that? Now, it's also with the insurance. Good insurance, you get the good stuff. Wink, wink, Oxycontin. With the state assisted and really close to state assisted, you get, you don't get that Oxycontin. You get Oxycontin's niece twice removed, which is called Tylenol with codeine. But I don't need 1 pill, 2 pills. That's it. Beat out the muscle when I was younger. Massage out the muscle, which is what I've been doing, is stretching it out. And just feeling how taut it is. And I can't feel my bone. I can't feel my bone. I don't feel bone. All I feel is muscle. And that's what I wanted. I don't want to know bone. I don't want to feel bone when I touch my leg. I want to feel all that cushion around that bone, honey. And in case I got to hit the floor. Child. I don't plan on doing it, but who do? I got to have some muscle. And you see this back here? Let me tell you something about that. That butt muscle. I was at Planet Fitness when I brought that out, honey. And I'm telling you, I sat on ice. I sat on heating pads. I sat on those portable massage things and woo. Yes. For about 6 months, I didn't move to the Tylenol. I mean, it's not the Tylenol. The Advil muscle, didn't have to move there. And after the massage, after the heat, and after the ice, the muscle relaxed. And then it came in. And it's each part I can feel in my body as each muscles, and especially this core. This core, I remember when I was young, 25, and what's the name of the band? Jim Bally's. No, what's the Bally's? It was the one with Jack LaLanne. Was it Jack LaLanne, Jim? It was in the King Plaza Mall. That was the only gym. And my girlfriend had a membership there. And she took me. And you know how when you found your home where you know you're supposed to be? Okay, I felt like that in the library too. But I've been feeling like that in the library since I was a child. So it's like a sanctuary for me. But then there's this other place. And all you did was look in the mirror at yourself, and you looked at your muscles, and you looked at yourself, and you even pumped. As you was pumping, you see how it would come. And it was okay because everybody was looking at themselves in the mirror and stuff like that. So you wasn't called vain or none of that other stuff. It was just like you can love yourself. And then I was like, this is the place for me. Though it would be almost 15 years. 15 years, 10 years before I was back in the gym again. It was work related. But I knew that's the place I always wanted to be. I just knew that people who went there, they had a love of self. People say, oh, think high of yourself, you think this. But I saw that as a love of self. And I ain't see nothing wrong with that. Though I was taught you ain't supposed to do that. But, really, why would you teach me that? Why would you teach an impressionable child that? Never mind, let me try another word. An impressionable child that? You know, love yourself. Even when you're old. Like I said, these bones got muscles around them, honey. This hip, ooh, I didn't tell you all about the hip muscle because I was telling you about the hind part muscle. But that kind of go up into the back muscle. But great googa mooga. My cousin, second cousin, my mother's first cousin used to say it all the time, Willie. He used to say, great googa mooga. That pain for this area right here, the muscles right there, that pain, well, because you slap some ice on there, slap some heat on there, do a little massage, you're fine. And then it relaxes, and it becomes part of it, everything and all the movements. And then just keep this core tight. Just keep the core tight. I'm working on this core a lot of years. Because I would stop and work, go back and stop and go back. But it's just a little pain. And I've been promising to show y'all for years how I take the 16 ounce, because my daughter used to drink sodas, so I only got like 5 of them left. 16 ounce bottle, fill it with water, and that's my ice, because that is stronger, colder than the ice pad for me. So I freeze that. And then like after I finish walking, I literally go upstairs and stick one ice thing down this leg and then the other on this leg. I like to beat the pain. Sometimes I forget and sit down and meet the pain that way. And then sometimes I go upstairs and just stick them down there, 5 minutes, take them out, put them back in the freezer, and I'm good. So that's how I'm used to dealing with pain. But like I said, I know people be talking about that Oxycontin. Well, I don't know about that kind of stuff. I ain't never had nothing stronger than Tylenol codeine. And I used to take that and pass out. So let's not even get to that. All right. We coming up to our water break. This walk is almost over. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much for waving. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, walking, caring about yourself. So glad that Facebook stayed up. Woo, 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 woo. Meta, mita, era, mita, muda. Ooh. Here we are. Ooh, I'm trying to stop it. And Tyrone came in my head and said, why can't you just use a handle? I ain't calling Tyrone because he telling me what to do. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. A regular old cup this morning. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. See, I'm supposed to have some little fancy click button, and it clicks and it controls the button, the music, and it brings it up, or it makes it go lower. Hey, ha ha. YouTube looking like Smokey Joe. Ha ha. Facebook looking like the dark of the night. The dark of the night. Ha ha ha. Yeah, y'all. But getting that core. When you move in your core, it's like the feet work independent of everything else. You know, like the feet move, but it's just that muscle. Y'all remember the picture that I had when we was on the bike? You can see how all the muscles interconnect and support each other, and just wonderful things that the body does. And then you get your balance from it. Okay, so I got these posters that I was supposed to talk about, but for some reason, oh, the first thing on the list is I ain't gotta prove shit to nobody. Yeah, at a certain age, you don't. All my life I had to prove, get a job. I had to prove that I was going to come on time because they already have it in the book. Oh yeah. Oh, if you hire an African American, they're going to be late. They're going to be absent. They ain't going to work. So you spend your time proving, and then after you prove and you pass probation, then you still got to keep proving and proving and proving and proving. And maybe that's for everybody. Maybe that's not race thing, but some folks ain't got so much to prove. You know? 110 pounds, fake boobies, blonde hair. You ain't got to prove nothing to start with. If you want to climb the ladder, you may have to prove how well you put on them knee pads. But other than that, and I'm not saying that against the woman if she looks like that. It's just that this thing is ran by men. And that's who they deem to be the stay out of jail and pass go for free. And those are the very things that keep me listening to podcasts. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. Nope, don't want to see you at all. I don't want to see all the white teeth where you tell me I gotta go and bleach up my whole body to get white teeth. Ain't teeth supposed to be for eating and chewing? If my teeth is eating and chewing, ain't that mean they white teeth? White for the person that can chew. If they working for you, they white. They call body shame. I know, that's what I want to get to. I'm not exercising. I know probably I have more. If I say, hey, I want to lose those on pounds, and then I'm going to get my waist and I'm going to lose inches. I've never exercised like that. That's why at 64 I'm still exercising. Never. My 34, 35-year-old self told me, listen here, chica. Sometimes when I get serious with myself, I call myself chica. Listen here, chica. If you want to live, stay up them doctor's office, and not carry around a dead part of your body, you better start working out and keep working out. And I was like, oh, start walking. Everything else will come. And it sure did. But I walked first. Everywhere. All the time. around Memorial Field. And when I lived, remember I told y'all when I lived in Greenwich and I worked at St. Jude's Family Center where they put the family shelter, because that was that time when for some reason, I don't even know what was going on, everybody was homeless. And I worked in this shelter, which basically, if you had an emergency and you had to go there, hurry up and find a relative to go stay with. Because once you get in there and they start asking questions that you innocently answer because you figure you grown, they say, do you drink casually? And you say, yeah, I drink every now and again. And they put down, need to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Then they say to you, do you ever get depressed every now and again? And you say, I'm grown, I'm independent. You forget you in the shelter. And you say, yeah, every now and again, like in this situation. And they say, gotta go to a psychiatrist. And then they ask you the big one. They said, have you ever done drugs? Always say no. Always say no. When you say yes, they say drug addict. And they want you to go to Narcotics Anonymous. And for the drink, do you social drink? Yep. AA. Because to them, you cannot be in that family shelter. Though clearly, some folks is burnt out. Some folks was put out. Not for drugging, not for none of that stuff. Conflict with the landlord or something like that, and you poop. But once you went in there, if you couldn't get in there and be out within 2 days and tell them no, 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 me and my family, I've seen some families do that. I've seen them move in, and by the next morning, they was out. They was like, I'll take all the crap from my mama. I ain't staying here. Yeah. You couldn't be down on your luck. You couldn't just be hard up. You know, like things happen. Yeah. And of course, at that time, it was predominantly African Americans. And of course, maybe had 2 African Americans. Okay, I made 3 on the staff. And everybody else was Caucasians. And they just felt so good to be taking care of the poor people. And I was like, they're not poor. They're down on their luck now, but they'll get back up. No, they said me, no. And when I used to have to go through the door, I would knock on the door in the morning when I worked the overnight. I'd knock on the door. And they said, when you wake up in the morning, you knock at the door, and they come to the door. You look at them, and you say, oh, you look so depressed. I was like, I ain't doing that dumb shit. How, what? That ain't in my makeup. To look at somebody in the morning and say, you're depressed. Morning is chances. 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 Nothing depressed about the morning. It's chances. The whole day is from the time you open your eyes. Chances, chances, chance to do this, chance to do this, chance to do that, chance to do this, chance to do that, chance. How can I look at somebody and say, you look depressed? So I'm not going to want to, I say, hey, morning, what you got planned for the day? I know you ain't saying in this situation. You coming through. You pushing through. And I got along so well. And that's when I heard all the stuff. They'd open the drawer for me and show me all the psychotropic medication that they got up there. And I said, well, what do you got all this stuff for? I told them. It was good. I made a mistake. Because I was feeling down that day. I'm in a shelter, she says. And she said, yeah, I was feeling a little down. And they sent me to speak to someone. Draw for medicine. And I couldn't say that. You take. And she said, no, I don't take it. I just throw it in here. They think I do. I said, but can't you get out of it? She said, no. She said, if I'd known, I wouldn't have said anything. She'd known she'd been labeled. And when I left there, she was still there. Where the others had gone. Because they was like, this is not a way of life. This is a stepping stone. Fell on hard times and I'm moving up. I'm moving on. But then the others, honey, I said, oh, you trying to stop drinking because you know we don't allow no drinking in here, right? We're going to have to kick you out if you drinking. And they said, no, I ain't drinking. I ain't. The whole conversation is about drinking. When they talk to me, I say, hey, you going to take a walk? Walk around? See, you ain't been bending your elbow too much. No, Vicki, I ain't been bending the elbow. I said, so you're a little anxious. It's nice outside. Just go take a walk. Shake it off. See, I never mentioned drink and drink it. You're supposed to find a new way to deal with it. A new thing is supposed to be put in your head. Hey, how am I walking around the corner? Ever try that? If we had a weight room, I would say, hey, why don't you go downstairs and jump on that bar? See if you can get some of them anxieties. But I would never say, oh, you going to NA, you still thinking about that crack? You still thinking about that heroin, that up? You look a little antsy. Why don't you take a walk? You know, sometimes you can get a good workout if you just walk up and down the stairs. Ain't nobody going to bother you. And you feel better when you're done. And that's the conversation about alcohol and drugs. But I never mentioned alcohol and drugs. Just the thing get on you. They know what the thing is. You did it for a long time. Now you can't do it and you got the thing. So you get rid of the thing by exercise and walking. So y'all know I wasn't a hit. You can stand me. I'm not saying the residents. I'm saying the staff and the social worker. Because I couldn't. I just couldn't say, you look depressed. You're in a shelter. How else are you supposed to look? I don't go by the looks. I go by a new day. You's in here today, but don't mean you're going to be in here tomorrow. Take your choices. Take your chances. It's a new day. So they used to come and say to me when I was off, they said, dang, I hate when you're off in the morning. Because I know how they would woke up. Knock at the door. Can you imagine me woke up like this morning? Knock at the door, you come to the door and say, oh, there was a report that you ain't taking care of your kid and you ain't you just woke the person up? Is you really supposed to talk to them like that? They in a shelter, for God's sake. sometimes them counselors and stuff just get popped in the mouth. You don't wake people up like that. Well, you know you gonna get kicked out of here. You keep doing, and then got the nerve to write them up. She had an attitude with me. I used to look at them when I was training. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not starting my morning off with that. Maybe that's why I stayed with an empty pocket. I gotta tell you, I couldn't do everything for money. I just couldn't do anything for money, and I couldn't do everything for money. I knew how to take the little bit of money I had and made it work for me. I still had bread when I couldn't afford bread because I knew how to make bread. And I always had flour, water, and yeast. So we didn't do without bread because I couldn't afford to buy it. I couldn't afford to make it. So we ain't never been without bread. So I ain't never really just did anything for the dollar bill. So I was so happy when I left that place. I was so happy because I was about ready to be on psychotropic drugs. I was just so happy to. But I saw it. I saw what was going on. And I saw how it was. And I was grateful that I wasn't in that situation. I was very grateful that I wasn't in that situation. But whew, even working there, to me it was like a CO working in jail. If you working in jail for 4 hours, ain't you in jail for 24 hours? I know you ain't in the cells, but you're still in the prison. Not in the cell, but you're still in the prison. So though I had a place to live, from working in that shelter, it made me feel empty. It made me appreciate what I had. Oh yeah, I was ready to fight, kick ass, and take numbers for what I had from working in that shelter. But I gotta tell y'all, whew, that was hard. That was hard. The sweat that's running down my back now and all up under this. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you see it? That's what this is all about too. All about the sweat. You say, oh, you walk so slow. How can you sweat? And if you go to Planet Fitness right now, they say, oh, she always dressed like that. I always sweat when I work out. And I found out as I got harder, the less clothes I wear, the harder it was for me to sweat. So, this is basically my sweating combination. My legs is sweating. My buttocks is sweating. My underarms is sweating. Underneath this gym bra is all sweaty, sweaty. Underneath here, a river child. Whew. A river. And that's why I do the undershirt, to catch the water. I feel so good, y'all. We just got 5 minutes to go. And we did it again. Another successful 45-minute walk. Well, we gotta get to our fingers. Let me slow it down some. You know, I haven't even checked my pulse in a minute. Let's see. Not too bad. Not too bad for the walk. Not too bad. Oh, I got 80. I can live with that. Yes, I will. Whew. Let's do this. Let's stretch these fingers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I opened 2 jars yesterday. I was like, yeah, finger. I know some of y'all got menses that can do that for you. But I ain't got menses. I got to depend on this. And you know, this feels really good when you suck in your gut and do it. You can even do this sitting down. You know? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Ooh. Need all the fingers. I need my fingers. Here we are. Whew. So, I think I'll be getting that podcast out this evening. I don't got nothing on the agenda but doing it. Whew. Let's do a little arm swing. Whew. Okay. All right now. Yep. Let's grab our 5-pound weight. Whew. Suck your gut in. Tuck in your elbows. Oh, what's that back there? That's my skin. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I think of when I do that? I had to pump up the pool things. And when I did that, I couldn't get too much out of it. But when I did, and I was like, oh man, that's the same way it's supposed to be with this. Not all the way up and not all the way down. Tuck in your elbow. Squeeze your gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Yeah. Ooh. I felt that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Ha ha! Y'all know what time it is. Yeah!
Yes, indeed.
I should have a remote control somebody say. I probably got something on here I can do like that.
Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So
Please like, comment, share.
Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Just a little
Walking.
Please like, comment, share. Join me tomorrow morning.
Just morning, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Yeah, thanks for the support, y'all. Like, comment, share. Tell a friend.
Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Just morning, I'm walking.
I'm walking and I'm walking.
I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be
Say your
walking.
song one now.
Thank you for the company.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a wonderful day and a great night.